Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. Today we're going to work on that 1988 Schwinn Paramount, the anniversary edition with the gold components and the gold fork. This is a really cool bike. Now I've had this thing for quite a while now. It's hung up in the garage, it's hung up in the basement. Then when we discovered a big hack going down the down tube. Now I don't know if I did that or if it came that way. I'm not sure. Check this out. Yeah, this is pretty nasty. As you can see, it goes all the way down the down tube. It's pretty thick too. And then Richard Schwinn had fixed it up for me, did a repair right before he closed his shop down, as well as repainted a 72 Paramount in green. I'll list that video down below. Now I'm looking forward to putting this thing back up with the Paramount collection here. We got another 88 here without the gold fork. We have the 72 I just had repainted. I have a 1984 it's really unique that gets no attention for some reason, and then I have a 72 in chrome, kind of the standard. I'm going to put this black one back here where the fake Masi is, and if you don't know why it's a fake Masi, I'll list that video down below. I have everything on the floor. This is how I make my thumbnails, and for some reason you guys seem to love this thumbnail. Now I don't know why, but if you check out all the videos on my channel, all of the videos that have the thumbnail with the frame and all the parts hanging around it get most of the views. I don't know, I guess it makes people more curious. The first thing we have to do is put on the cups and put the fork on. Now in the 80s, the standard headset they put on was a strong light. And you can tell it's aluminum cups, and then the bearings were needle bearing, and you had to have steel races below and above, just like that, and you put in, that's how you install it. So let's get that put on. When I was picking up this frame set after it was repaired by Richard Schwinn, I had asked him specifically if he had any advice on how to clean the gold fork, and he was pretty thorough. He said, "John, you do it very carefully." That's all he had to say for me. I guess these forks were not known to hold up in terms of the plating, so you just gotta be really gentle with it. And you can't polish it, you can't use anything abrasive on it. But that's okay. Now when I bought this bike, I knew it had 0 miles on it. One way I knew was I had to replace the bottom bracket spindle. It was too short. If I was to tighten the crank all the way, which was never tightened, it would have the chainring would have hit right here. So that was pretty reassuring. These are the titanium cups, by the way. Here's a dirty little secret when you're making a video, is that when I do my final tightening like this, and then I roll it and see it's smooth. It's not always smooth, guys. I do the fine adjustments. Wait a minute, actually that one's pretty good. I do the fine adjustments off camera because I don't think you want to see the time it takes. It literally takes me 2 or 3 minutes to get it perfect. Well guys, I have to admit, it's kind of fun putting together a bicycle I don't have to polish. This has a C-Record group on it, and it was modified by a company called Gardine. Now Gardine, tell me if I'm not pronouncing that right, was a frame builder and a distributor, I believe, in Canada. And they anodized the group. And then what my friend Jeff did is he actually gold-plated some of the bits. So a lot of this stuff is plated, and a lot of it is anodized. And it's pretty obvious the big surfaces are all anodized. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So when I first got this bicycle, it was sitting for many, many years, since 1988. So I had to overhaul the hubs, overhaul the bottom bracket, overhaul the headset. I did that already. The rear wheel wasn't even dished properly because it was meant to be a hanger, a wall hanger that is. So pretty cool wheel set, however, on this thing. Does have the C-Record hubs. As you can see here, C-Record hubs. Now the skewers, look at that. Those are gold plated. And they're not plated, well, they're plated okay. They're just plated over chrome. So they're very, you can't really like put any abrasion on them or any polish. As you can see here, we got the Campagnolo aluminum freewheel, or is it titanium? Or is it Summit titanium, Summit aluminum? I'm not sure. Pretty cool though. It has like no miles on it. Literally no miles. So it's kind of neat. You got the Campagnolo or Cramp and Go Slow rims, the Aero rims. What do they call these? The Omega Stratas or something like that? Yeah, Omega Strata. So let's put these things on and get her done. Oh, you know what? Forgot I have to put the guides in. Here's something you don't see very often. Gold-plated axle guides. Now this gold is plated over chrome, very shiny chrome. As you can see, it's not holding up too well. Now you can see the rear derailleur is a C-Record. I think it's the second generation. It's got an adjusting barrel on it. You can see the Guardian logo with the Canadian maple leaf in there, and this is actually gold-plated bits here. These are gold, that's gold, 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 and the cage is anodized from Guardian. Let's throw that on there. Now check out the front derailleur. This is pretty unique. Check out the cage. What did they do to this cage? It's not plated, I don't know if they anodized it or whatever they tried to do. It's gold-ish. It's not quite gold. Copper-ish. But then they did gold plate. I say they, my friend Jeff that had this bike, gold plated the bits. Gold plated the spring. Even this bolt here is gold plated. This nut and whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's put her on. I haven't installed a lot of C-Record derailleurs, but in the front, check this out, a double pivot. Is that interesting? Well guys, this isn't good. There's some bullets. Check this out. I should have been more careful putting these in here. Oh boy. This one's easy. Look at the difference in the plating. There and here. Literally rubbed off. That's so sad. Alright, somebody has to explain something to me. These two pieces, both plated or anodized. Look at that. They're identical. There's not a left and a right. That's not right. I know that goes here. I mean, I had this thing apart. Hey, if you know something what's going on here, please let me know in the comment section. I'm going to put this one on seemingly upside down and see what happens. Yeah, guys, this just isn't right. I don't even know what to do about that. I have to get that one piece and get it plated. Yeah, that's as far down as it goes. And I'm trying to remember if it was like that before. It had to be. It's going to work fine, but I don't like it. Pile's getting smaller. Well, what do we got here? It looks like a Regina chain drilled and kind of dry, but not dry, you know what I'm saying? It's been on display for a while. I feel like I'm working on a piece of jewelry. Looks like a piece of jewelry. Well, I'm afraid it's not a really detailed build this time. You know, the cockpit's already done, and what we have is your Modolo barn stem, your Modolo professional, and professional stem. Now, there was a recall back in the 80s. This one might be recalled. I'm not quite sure. If you guys know how that works, let me know if there's a serial number or that sort of thing. The leather wrap is awesome. Is it done properly? I don't know. Obviously it's a little twisted. You can't move it at this point, but what it is what it is. So let's get around there. Uh-oh. Dang it. Where's that nut? I know it's gold plated. I don't know where it is. Now we gotta find it. This is where I had everything in this section here. There's a certificate of authenticity. And, not in there. Let's try this thing over here. Nope. Well, guys, I don't know. I'm screwed. How can I lose that? All right, I'll get back to you. Well, in the words of Phil Robertson, it gone. Now I gotta rob a bolt off something. All right, guys, we got a loaner. Let's put this together. Now I'm going to be candid with you. I've never put together a C-record brake. It's pre-adjusted up in front. I think it's just the height. The back we have to hook up the cable, and my understanding is that the cable's a little short, which ought to be challenging. So let's give this a shot. Got the star washer already on. Let's put it in there. Oh, looks like it needs a... Oh! Guys, it's already in a fork. I'm an idiot. But you already knew that. It looks like there's a spacer missing. That went right there, so I got to find out where our spacer is. I tell you what, I'm such a dork. It's still in there. And forgot to put the spacer in there. So let's put this on. And I guess we'll tighten it up a little bit, then we'll adjust the height. Now, as you can see, check this out. The whole brake goes up and down. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this. I think what I'll do, I think I'll put this, the brake shoes where I think they should go, clamp the brakes, because the brake shoes aren't adjustable. So there you go. I think we're where we want them to be. Now I'm pressing hard on the brake levers, and we'll tighten this thing up. Yeah, I think I have to straighten the brake shoes out a little bit, but other than that, we're in good shape. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with the C-record brake, let me show you a little bit here. They are unique in a sense that you can't adjust the brake shoes really much up and down. You can pivot them. The height of the brake is right here. It's just like that. And when you tighten it, it locks it into place. The cable comes down obviously through here. Let's lift this and we can take off the top plate. There we go. So here's your mechanism. So your cable comes down here, clamps right behind here. And as you pull up, do it this way. That's how it works. So as it pulls up, it clamps the brakes. Pretty cool. Not very aerodynamic. It's supposed to look aerodynamic, but they are not aerodynamic. But yeah, let's put this one on. Well, it looks like we have the height right. Now we're going to get that cable installed. I think that might be a little challenging. Just as an aside, I realized I forgot to put the barrel adjuster here. I remember when I took this apart, I knew this might be an issue. So I'm going to snip this little tip off, cut a little bit off the casing to compensate for it. I think I have enough real estate there. And we'll get it on there. I don't want shards of cable everywhere, so I'm going to hold on to it with the plier. Give that a cut. Now after looking at this, I think I have to clamp these brake shoes together, and I don't have a third hand for this. So let's do it with a zip tie. So we're going to just go straight forward here. We're just going to thread this down, or slide this down. And I'm going to make sure it gets into the hole, which looks like it pivots with this. I'm going to poke around a little bit so it doesn't fray the cable. Let's turn this barrel adjuster down. I think I'm there, guys. Looks like we're good. I think. And let's give it a little clamp. When I cut the zip tie, we'll know how well I did. It feels like the cable's clamped. I'm flexing the brake lever. It looks like there's a little bit of what we want there. Well, let's see how that worked. Oh, that really spread, didn't it? You know what? I actually don't think I did too bad. The brake's just not centered. Yeah, I'm only using a little bit of brake travel. I think I'm in good shape. She pretty. Let's get this back together. Let's put the cover on. All right, we'll center that brake. We'll be in good shape. Now, I might lose a little bit of street cred with some of you folks, but I have a little challenge. If you live in the greater Chicagoland area or you're visiting, I would like you to get a hold of me in the comments section. We'll find a way to connect. And I want you to come over to the garage and adjust this synchro rear derailleur. You know, when I first got this bike, I had a friend try it. This thing just shifts like. So if you're up for the challenge and you're around, come on by and I'll let you go at it. So yeah, I know I'm losing street cred asking you this, but just being honest with you guys. So, hey, I think we're almost done here. I got my barrel adjuster put in. Looks like I have to do some cable stops, maybe some valve covers. Put the original seat and seat post on, which is sitting right there. And I think we did it. We have to put a cap on here, straighten that out, tighten it, which I'll do when it's on the ground. I have to adjust the headset now that it's on when I put it on the ground. Yeah, I think we're good. Well, guys, check this out. I find this kind of interesting. This post is anodized. It's not plated. And you can tell where the seat post was set for the last 30-something years. It just got darker. Now, I don't know how anodizing works and such and why that would happen, but I tell you what, I know where I'm going to put the seat. With a little bit of grease on the seat post, we'll slide this in. Nice and easy. Now, oddly enough, this seat is exactly kind of where it needs to be for me to ride it. It might have to go up a 1/4 inch. Maybe I should ride this thing, huh? We have the Paramount gang together. We got the Wheaties 1988. 72 in green, 72 in chrome. The very unique 1984 and the 88 special edition. And an honorable mention would be a Schwinn Superior. It was built by Don Mainland. I believe he was up in Kenosha. Unfortunately, he had passed away. The obit will be linked down below. Once again, guys, I really appreciate you watching. You know, we're kind of running out of space here. You know, I got the Moot sitting there. I got the Oshner. That's the one I just took down. It's a fake Masi. There's some bikes upstairs. I got room for one more upstairs. What do you guys think? I'm thinking about doing something here. I'm actually thinking about hanging bikes up across this way. Now, I think I hang 3 or 4 across, and I could actually do it on both sides of the beam. And that'll get me, oh, I don't know, either 6 or 8 more bikes. Judging by the bikes going across the back, I could probably get 4 across. I don't want it to look too crowded though. So I'd like to get your thoughts on it, and we'll see what we do. You know what, guys? Thanks so much for watching. Now, some people have a Rolex watch. I have a gold-plated Paramount with gold parts on it. I'd rather have that way over on the Rolex. Don't need the Rolex. Need the Paramount. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, everything. Share this video. Do all what you do. I don't do it for money. We're not monetized. We're just doing this for fun. So join us here. Hopefully every week or 2 over the off season here, I'll be putting out a video. So stick with me, and we're going to have a lot of fun.